Welcome to Healthy Living Inspirations. It's actually Thursday night. I'm not in Lakeland, Florida. I got the team in Lakeland, Florida doing their own thing in Mary Buster's house, but I am in Valdosta, Georgia, and I've got a frontline view of some amazing, wonderful people here and astute students ready to learn, ready to roll, ready to go. And we're going to talk about home health care and how important home health care is to our overall health, not just for us, but for our families, our children, our grandchildren, and even our animals that's in our household. So I am going to go over here and share and get rolling with the PowerPoint. You let me know if you can see the wonderful slideshow from the beginning. There we go. Let me know that you can see it.
I see it.
All right, it's not come back up yet here, but it will. It's a delay.
Yes.
What you're seeing is a bit of a delay. All right, I love to play on words, but it's called
There it
made.
is. Make healthy.
Yes, made healthy, MAID. All right, so did you know that a housewife has a higher incidence of getting cancer than a woman that works outside of the home? Why? Because she spends an extra amount of time in her home environment. So what has happened is a lot of toxins has found their way into our home, and they're building homes more efficient, energy efficiency, right? So it doesn't take that hard for your AC to cool down your house or to warm up your house in the winter and cool it down in the summer. But the problem is, this home here has flooring, but that flooring is made with toxins. It's got drywall, paint. There's upholstery in the home. There's fabrics in the home that are actually emitting toxins. And there's also home cleaning products. And we're going to dial down and narrow down into the home cleaning products. So how did these things get into our home? Well, it was called the industrialized revolution. Wow, we're gonna see, did it make things very convenient? Yes, it did. But it made it super duper convenient for us to kill ourselves. It is self-inflicted suicide. In the name of convenience, chemical warfare has begun. Only a few of these substances have even been tested for safety. And yet they've been released into the environment saying, go ahead, use them. And don't even think about how it will abuse you and your family. They've been added to our food, they've been added to our water, they've been added to our cleaning products without our consent. So a lot of this is not really totally undercover, because you can look at the label of something and you can Google it and find out, oh my goodness, this is toxic. But because the advertisement is not going to tell you, use Lysol to clean your bathroom, it may end up giving you and your children asthma, but that's okay. Or it may end up giving you and your children cancer, but who cares? Or it may end up giving you, your pet, your favorite animal, kitty, cat, whatever you have, cancer or tumors, but that's okay, right? At least you're going to have a clean floor, right? Now, are we willing to sacrifice our health in the name of clean? Are we willing to sacrifice the health of our children in the name of squeaky clean? Are we willing to sacrifice our pets? You don't care about your wife and you don't care about your husband or don't care about your children or don't care, at least care about your pets. Hello. All right. Approximately 1,000 new chemicals each year. According to the National Research Council, no toxic information is available for more than 80% of these chemicals, and yet they're just given over to us. Go ahead, use them. As far as we know, there's probably no problem. Guess who does the research on the chemicals? to say that they're safe. The company that produces them, you're so smart, that is correct. The company that produces them, that's like saying the tobacco industry swears that their cigarettes are non-toxic, will not harm you, and are non-addicting. Now, is that true? Is that a fact? Is that a scientific fact? No, it is not, but yet they claim that it is. And guess who did the study on it to come in a court of law to say that that was? They did their own study. So tests are only done on single chemicals. There is no test that's done on a combination of chemicals. And we know if we use Lysol, we use any of these bathroom cleaners, kitchen cleaners, air plug-ins, fabric softeners, dryer sheets, we know that they're not combining these chemicals to find out, I wonder if we put ammonia with Clorox bleach, what'll happen? Boom, that's what will happen. And so imagine what your lifetime of exposure is going to be. It is called death by 1,000 doses. You see, the death comes in the dosage. So you cleaning your bathroom with bleach is not going to kill you that day. But if you continue to do it day after day after day, week after week, month after month, then all of a sudden you'll start developing all kinds of problems, gut issues, lung issues, chronic bronchitis, chronic lung infections, brain fog. You're going to have all these symptoms and you're going to go to the doctor. He's not going to associate those symptoms with those toxins. He's going to say, here's the prescription for all those symptoms. And when he gives you the prescription for all those symptoms, the prescription is going to have 7 more symptoms with it, but that's okay. It's a revolving door. You come back in and it gives you 7 more prescriptions for those 7 more symptoms. All right, sounds like insanity to me. So let's take a look at, you want a clean home, but you don't want brain fog or lung damage from toxic fumes, right? So you transfer to brain and lungs as you smell them. In other words, by the time you smell the Lysol, by the time you smell the bleach, by the time you smell the cleaner or the plug-in, the air freshener, the candle you're lighting, it's already doing its damage on the brain. Increased lung damage from vapors while cleaning your home as little as once a week. So in other words, you're giving a dosage of toxic load, even if you clean your home with these cleaners once a week. Cleaning for a living, oh my goodness, what if you do this for a living? What if you do this 3 and 5 houses a day, all day long? Okay, I have a young lady down in Naples, her lovely name is Amanda. She cleans houses, and guess what? She uses the Neolife cleaning products. And I've got her on video sharing how wonderful she loves them, how they work, they're effective, she loves them. And you know what? She was telling me that as she travels in her vehicle from job to job, she has to smell those bleaches, the Lysols, and all those toxic chemicals. And it just permeates the vapors in her vehicle. She said, I now can breathe in my vehicle because I'm traveling with Neolife and no longer with those toxic film. Children having to be treated at the ER due to household cleaners, cleaning. It says, cleaning products are giving your body the same carcinogen level as smoking a pack of cigarettes every time that you clean. So children treated to the ER, over 20,000 treated annually, 30 die. I'd like to have only non-toxic cleaning products in your home that if your child happened to get into it, you wouldn't have to call poison control and be afraid that your child was going to die. Biodegradable ingredients that biodegradable into non-toxic substances. That's really important because the term biodegradable can mean that it breaks down, but it doesn't mean that it's going to break down into a non-toxic substance. It's important to be biodegradable and that it breaks down into a non-toxic substance. Laundry detergent, they determined in Australia, studies showing that the number one cause of cancer, skin cancer, wasn't the sun, but it was laundry detergent. And 4-dioxane is the number one toxin. Guess who had the highest amount in it? Was Tide and Ivory. Toxic byproduct. 2/3 of the detergents that you buy in Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, other stores are full of this chemical, and then it has interactions with all the other chemicals that are in the laundry soaps. If you ever want to watch an interesting documentary, watch something called The Great Culling, Culling, Culling. It talks about the phosphate industry in the state of Florida and how they mine all this phosphate to put into fertilizer and laundry detergents. And it's quite an eye opener. So hormone disruptors, are you aware that even things like perfumes, things that have an odor to it, a smell or a fragrance to it, most of the time is made from petroleum byproducts, which will disrupt your hormones. Multiple health issues from asthma, allergies, COPD. I get phone calls all the time saying, I've got COPD, but I don't know why or how, because I never smoked. And I never grew up in a home with smoking. Well, did you clean your house with bleach and Lysol? And did you use Dawn dish detergent? Did you use all those automatic detergent pods and laundry pods? I mean, that's where you got this from. And so digestive problems, wait a minute, what about digestive problems? Do you know when you use Dawn detergent, Joy detergent, when you use these pods for cleaning automatic dishwashing, it leaves a residue on the dishes. When it leaves a residue on the dishes, then your food soaks up the residue and you eat it. And then it goes to the gut, and all of a sudden it totally destroys your good gut bacteria, and then your gut goes crazy. Digestive problems, headaches, immune system issues. 95% of the fragrance chemicals are synthetic compounds that will disrupt your hormones. The chemical companies spend billions of dollars each year brainwashing you. Wash your clothes with Tide. Wash your clothes with this detergent, that detergent. Have you ever heard of the Dawn Help Save the Wildlife with the penguins in South Africa, Cape Town? That is not the rest of the story. The rest of the story is, yes, they did go down there. Yes, they did wash the penguins. Yes, it did take the petroleum from the oil spill off the penguin, but it made the penguins sick and many of them died because of the toxins in the Dawn. Our company flew down there, drove down there. Over 1,000 of our promoters landed in Cape Town. And our company flew in every single available bottle of our LDC, and they hand washed 24,000 penguins. And not only did it cut the grease off the penguins, but they went, they were extremely happy, and they didn't get sick and they didn't die. Amazing story. So 91% of the population applies 300 million pounds of these poisons. Tide, hellos that look like Tide, brainwashing, You remember Mr. Clean? Mr. Clean, I'm dating myself here. Mr. Clean was a commercial, used to show up in your house, you know, with his hands like this, totally in white, gonna tell the household, let's see, the woman in the home, the woman that did all the cleaning, how to clean with toxic cleaners. Yay! And right here is a bona-fide advertisement how to take Clorox to whiten your teeth. Yes. How about this one? DDT, which has been banned because it was so toxic that children were dying. Children were manifesting symptoms of polio. Another class for another story. But DDT manifested the same symptoms as polio. How about that? So here's an advertisement saying it's good for you. And they had television commercials showing a mother having a picnic, spraying DDT on her children's plates of food. Oh my goodness. Again, we perish for the lack of knowledge because of our ignorance. Oh my goodness. But you're here today because you're wise. Clorox Company wants you to, when your ex asks you for a piece of candy, give them a Clorox tablet. All right, bleach is a huge cause of calls to the Poison Control Center, and makers of Clorox chlorine bleach wants us to soak young children's food containers in it. This is just a kind of a hyperbole example that when they want you to soak your child's plastic food containers in Clorox, then you put your child's food in it, they're getting a dose of Clorox, which is killing their good gut bacteria, which is making a deposit into their liver of toxins. So Clorox recommends that chlorinated soda solution be used for disinfecting purposes as a deodorant. What? Did you know that Burt's Bees is owned by Clorox? Did you know that Brita is owned by Clorox? Did you know that Hidden Valley and Glad and Kingsford is part of the Clorox company? Did you know that they lobby against you and I being informed citizens to understand labeling on food? Yes, ma'am. And they work with the directors of Disney Company Incorporated and is the chairman of the board of Visa. So you can see they're all in the same bed. And corporations, along with Clorox, since 1999, electronic medical record EMR software solutions. Let me tell you, they are part of the problem. And I always share with people, never go to find the solution from the people who are causing the problem. Never, 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 never. So why do so many brands use toxic ingredients? Well, it's cheap. Number one, their profit margin is high. It's very, very cheap. It's cheaper and therefore more profitable, and there's no law that requires companies to submit their products for safety testing, and so they can do it. Softeners are more toxic than rat poisoning. Stop using fabric softeners. Stop using dryer sheets. They're more toxic than rat poisoning. Hand sanitizer is 300% higher for liver cancer risk if you use hand sanitizer. They have banned hand sanitizer in schools. They have banned certain schools. They've banned hand sanitizer in prisons because they were getting high on it. Hence, they were finding that it was linked to kidney and liver problems children were having when they were using hand sanitizer all day. Do you recognize your favorite brand here? Uh-oh, easy all, spick and span, Old English. X. Which one's your favorite toxin? Tide detergent found to contain the highest levels, more over phthalates, move over phthalates. There's a new household chemical in town, and it's that 1-4-dioxin, and potentially harmful ingredients. It's also found in cosmetics, personal care products, and cleaning products. The 10 most common toxic chemicals and products of home cleaners are phthalates, parabens, lead, BPA's, 1,4-dioxin, SLS, PVC, triclosan, which is what is found in hand sanitizer, you get the picture. There are 7 toxic reasons to ditch your dryer sheets, because doing your laundry can be a hazardous job. You have to wear a hazmat suit to do your laundry today if you're going to use Tide and dryer sheets and fabric softeners. Number 1 cause of indoor air pollution is fabric softener. Whenever you smell that laundry sheet, you are inhaling VOCs. Remember, our last class, I talked about VOCs is called forever chemicals. They don't even know how to get rid of them from the environment, meaning they don't break down ever, ever, ever. So Dawn, we talked about Dawn, chemicals and ultra Dawn, sodium lauryl sulfate, alcohol, PPG-26, PEG. I mean, these are just colorants or all kinds of toxins. When I talk about the penguins, this is what made them sick. This is what caused many of them to die. So you might think, well, I'm going to go to Publix or I'm going to go to Walmart and I'm going to buy 7th generation because that is a non-toxic, biodegradable, earth-friendly, right? Guess who just bought in 2016? What? The 7th generation company. Unilever purchased 7th generation for an estimated $700 million. So what companies do Unilever own? Unilever say no to Unikiller products. Right here, you're looking at a lot of the companies that they own. Dove, Noxzema, Suave, St. Ives, VO5, Alberto, Sunsilk, Sunlight, Close Up, Pepsodent. You can see Coors, Breyer's ice cream. You can just go online and show people bringing the Breyer's ice cream out, putting it in the sun, and it doesn't even melt. It just turns into something icky, gooey, and looks like paint. Does my cleaning products contain hormone disruptors? Yes. As a matter of fact, the city in America that they do more laundry than any other city, guess where it's at? Guess where it's at? Where? Las Vegas. They come into the hotels, they got more hotels rooms, and they do more laundry sitting in the desert there. So all downstream of the Hoover Dam, the little boy frogs are turning into little girl frogs. And the little girl frogs are turning into little boy frogs. It's called gender confusion, folks. And above stream, they're all normal and they're happy in the sense of when they're created a boy frogs, they stay boy frog. But they're showing that this is a laundry detergent hormone disruptor that is disrupting nature itself. So endocrine disruptors, the brain and the behavior of the animal and the children. Gender bending chemicals, 80% of teens are loaded with gender bending chemicals. This is Dr. Mercola. His research mimicking the female hormone estrogen can disrupt the development of a baby boy, suggests that the first evidence linking certain chemicals in everyday plastics to affect humans. Wow. You see, you always take a look at the fruit of something to determine the root of something. And now the fruit is in. Who knew? Wow. Safe mixtures, snap a picture of this. For dusting, use a tiny bit of olive oil with a little bit of vinegar. Don't use pledge. It's toxic. It builds up on your fine furniture too, icky, sticky, gooey. That's what makes you go back and go, ooh, I need that shine once again. And then on a weekly basis, it'll make you spray that pledge all over again. And then you want that shine back. And then throughout the week, all that dust collects on it and it builds because it's petroleum. Just use a little olive oil and a little vinegar in some water and yeah, it'll give your wood some shine. How about try scrubbing your silver toothpaste to remove tarnish? For copper, salt and white vinegar or lemon juice on a cloth. How about using salt and white vinegar and flour to be the scrubbing agent on silver? How about using silver involves placing tarnished items in warm water with aluminum foil, which will actually draw the tarnishing effects, salt and baking soda. How about scrubbing your shower with peroxide and baking soda or vinegar and baking soda? This is alternatives. How about borax? in the toilets along with distilled water and lemon juice. Let it sit there. It'll break down the hard water scale in the toilets, the buildup scum in the toilets, all of these things. Let it sit there, let it break it down. And then it's all non-toxic. You don't have to go back in and breathe it. It's wonderful. Why you cannot trust even non-toxic? Because something will just say non-toxic and it will actually be toxic. Non-toxic has no official definition, kind of like natural. Natural can be a rock. Natural can be pine bark. Natural can be duck feathers. You know, but who's going to sit down and eat a bowl of rocks and pine bark and duck feathers, right? Right. Nobody. Unless a third party has verified the claim when they say non-toxic, they can call anything they want to non-toxic. Consider the meaning, the source, and don't believe organic ingredients in cleaning and other chemical products and any other safer than substances. In chemistry, it refers to chemicals that are carbon-based, including VOCs, volatile organic compounds, which are very, very carcinogen. That release harmful fumes and may cause brain damage or cancer. Watch out for product labeled organic. Household cleaners, remember when we went to buy at Whole Foods an organic veggie cleaner and we found it had some toxins in it from petroleum? Oh my goodness. Household cleaning products aren't regulated by organic foods. So even if they say organic on the label, they're lying to you because the Organic Foods Organization doesn't even regulate household cleaners. But some of their ingredients, such as plant oils, can be labeled certified organic. So for more information, see ecolabels.org is a good resource to find that out. So golden clean your house, goldenize your home, get rid of the bleach, get rid of the toxic Lysols and Mr. Cleans and all these different Dollar General little containers of poison out of your home. And what to look for in a household cleaner, 100% biodegradable. That means if it's 100%, when it breaks down, it's going to break down into a non-toxic substance. Earth friendly. That means it's also earth friendly from the beginning to the end. It's earth friendly, safe and non-toxic, no harsh chemicals, free rinsing, strong, concentrated, economical, versatile, meaning I can use it for multiple uses. Amazing. Goldenize your home. Our golden home care products have been green since 60s. So we were actually green before it was the fashionable thing to be green. Our 100% biodegradable formulas are 100% earth friendly, low dose, low burden cleaning technology, maximizing performance with a minimum amount of product, no toxic fumes, no harsh chemicals. So when we goldenize our home, we will start with our core products, switching out of our home, our laundry, our basic hand washing, veggie washing, and then our LDC, which does my heavy soil or oiled dishes, and my delicate clothing in the laundry. Super 10 does fantastic for showers, bathrooms, tile floors, countertops, toilets. It's fantastic. It's clean rinsing, very tiny, minute amount. We'll do glass, we'll do windows. LDC does fantastic for washing your car, for washing your boat. Super 10 is fantastic for cleaning your engine, cleaning your tools out there in the garage that get all greased up, cleaning oil spots off of your driveway. Oh my goodness, what does it not do? It's amazing. Cleaning crayon marks off of the wall, cleaning your carpet, if your puppy piddles on the floor, Super 10 it, you won't be able to smell it. there was a lady last, couple of days ago at our meeting, and she laughed. She goes, yeah, I watched this puppy, and the puppy kept piddling, and I would spray Super 10 on the floor, wipe it up, and that puppy never would go back to the same spot. It would piddle in another spot. Oh my goodness. So let's explore and take a look at laundry soap. It has none of the toxic ingredients in it. It's 100% wonderful, non-toxic, biodegradable, earth-friendly from start to finish. Your clothes will smell great. Your clothes will look great. The fibers in your clothing will look brighter. It'll allow your machines to last longer. It will allow your clothes to last longer. You know how you purchase this nice bright color shirt and you wash it one time and it becomes a dingy? Not with the G1. In fact, it perks up, keeps the color bright. And so this is a laundry soap. It is fantastic. It will last forever. It's highly concentrated. So it just costs pennies a day per load. Back and better than ever before. Our G1 is free of harsh chemicals, rigorously tested for harmful impurities. All of the low sudsing, machine friendly, phosphate free. You can use it in any machine, top load, front load, any type of machine. It's a universal compatibility for machine efficiency. And guess what? I would highly recommend your first time of using it if you've been using the other laundry soaps, because that petroleum builds up in your machine, gums up, and causes it to break down and rust. And you'll have to buy a new machine sooner. So put an old towel in there, your first scoop, let it run through, because that towel is going to collect some of the gunk and muck that's in the washer. Then when it's finished, take it out and just throw it away. That actually cleaned your machine. Amazing. And then after it cleans the machine, you can use it from then on. It will actually extend the lifespan of your machine. I love also the Super 10. We're going to turn this around and do some demos on Super 10, because the Super 10 can replace 22 sprayers that would end up in some landfill somewhere. We're actually going to take the Super 10 and we're going to have a volunteer right here on the out. And we're going to take an onion and put it across your hand and let everybody smell that pungent onion sulfur smell. And then we're going to take some Super 10 and show how Super 10. Oh, yeah, I smell that onion already. So pick up the onion with this hand right here. Just grab it, rub it in. Yeah, rub it in your hand there, all over your hand. Oh, yeah, there you go. And can you see it, Marlena? Yes. Okay, fantastic. Put the onion down. Now take and go around the room and ask if they can smell the onion. Can you smell the onion? Oh, yeah. Can you smell the onion, Mama? Oh, yeah. Can you smell the onion? Now, guess what? We've got Super 10, and Super 10 is right here, right? Yeah. All right, fantastic. Hold out. We're going to Super 10 it. All right, guess what the Super 10 is going to do? It is going to diffuse that pungent sulfur smell. And then you're going to go around the room. Can you smell it? Can you smell the Super 10 or the onion? There you go. Yay. Non-toxic. Wow, what a difference. Wow. It diffused. Now, do we have crayon with a, now we're going to do something else. Monkey, you got to stay up here because we're going to have you do this one too. All right. Oh, here it is. All right. So this is a crayon. So what I want you to do is take the pad here, and I want Raphael to a crayon mark across the top there. There you go. Oh my goodness, you ruined my carpet. That's good. That's good. That's good. You ruined my carpet. Oh, what am I gonna do? Oh my goodness. We're gonna shoot it with, okay, there's the crayon. And Raphael's gonna spray it with Super 10. Okay, that's good. That's all you need. That's all you need. And where is our red? Right there. All right, right there. And we're just gonna dab it. Just dab it. Just kind of press it in a little bit. Move it back and forth. Just a little bit. Move it back and forth. All right, what's happening here?
It's leaving.
What? Can you see it on the screen? What just happened to this?
Yeah. I see it.
Can you see it? Look what, it's not magic, it's Super 10. This is not disappearing ink. This is Super 10. It's super awesome. It works. Isn't that neat? You don't have to be afraid when your kids mark on the walls or on the carpet.
Yeah, we get a draw.
Oh my goodness. There you go. This is not giving you permission. This is not giving you permission to draw on the walls. Anyhow. So thank you for that awesome. Yay. So in other words, it works. It's fantastic. It's a deodorizer. It breaks down the soil, breaks down from engine grease to onion odors to dissolving the crayon. It's quite amazing. And then Goldenize your Super 10. It is for stain removing dishwasher detergent, bathroom drain cleaner, stove. I love it for the stove because it's clean rinsing. You know how you try to wipe the stove and just smears it? And you just go over it and over it and over it. Not when you spray it down Super 10, maybe rinse once, you're done. Garage floors, driveway hand tools, barbecues, windows, mirrors, spot clean rugs. You've seen it, and guess what I like about it? Is it will kill bugs. It'll kill flies flying in the air. You don't have to hunt them down like a stealth F-15 fighter to get that fly. You just take your spray bottle out and go, I dare you to fly by. All right, get it. And they drop. I'm telling you, it's amazing. Spiders, roaches, flies, ants, they're gone. And it's not toxic. Now, obviously, you have to utilize it where it's one bug at a time. So it's one active. So it's usually, not unless you're in New York City in an apartment complex, do you put the light on and see a bajillion cockroaches. Then you need more than one spray bottle that night, okay? But our green, and Raphael, you want to do this also? Because we're going to show you how to wash your fruits and vegetables. And all right, okay, hold this up here and you can see that our broccoli is a perfect, beautiful set of broccoli. But the problem is, unfortunately, they actually glue the pesticides on our fruits and vegetables. And they do that with organic also, including non-organic and organic fruits and vegetables. So we go to the store, we buy it, we don't know that it's been glued on, and we bring it home and we rinse it off. And look what happens. On both sides, it's just beating off because there is a glued on pesticide there. So we went to a health food store and purchased organic veggie cleaner and found it had an ingredient in it that was toxic called petroleum. So we thought, well, we have a product called Green that is 100% organic and was very non-toxic. And we use it to wash all of our fruits and vegetables. And Raphael's washing the other side of the broccoli, and you can see, put it together, and you can see how, my goodness, looky here. Now it's going right through there. That's clean. It won't cause cancer, won't cause problems. This side will. It also tastes
still
better.
dry. It's still dry.
Yeah, it's got like a barrier on it. You're right. You can see the color difference.
Wet, this one's dry.
Can you see it? All right, as Raphael's holding it up, very good, awesome, amazing. You can see that it's very different, isn't it? Thank you, Raphael. No, wait a minute, I'm not finished. Come on, go back up here, one more. Now we're gonna do a demo on LDZ. excuse me, the oil. The oil.
Yes, ma'am.
We're gonna have you go over this bowl here. And let me, you can get some more water. And we're gonna put some oil on your hands this time. And we're gonna thank you. And hold your hands over, both hands over a cup of, and we're going to pour some oil into your hands and then rub this oil front and back like you're just scrubbing your hands there. Oh my goodness. Now, is it gonna take forever and ever, amen, to wash that off? Absolutely. If you just use water, but watch the LDC. Cup your hands. We're gonna put some LDC into those hands. There you go. Now, let's see how fast we can break the bonds of that oil and get all of that oil off of your hands. This is why I love LDC for washing my dishes. All right, now we're gonna rinse it off. All right, is it coming clean?
Yeah.
All right. Wow. And and look, you can right here, it's a couple of paper towels. And I want you to see it's all in the bowl of water. All of that oil now is in the bowl of water. And look how it's emulsified the oil. And usually oil don't mix with water, right? But here it's emulsified it, meaning it's broken down the oil bonds and molecules to where you're able to get it off of the object. You can pour that water in a plant and the plant will thrive. The plant won't die, the plant will thrive. So hand washing this, you can wash your fine clothing, wash your fine jewelry, walls, woodwork, appliances, chrome fixtures. Do you see here? It's called enhanced weed spray. You can take your spray bottle and spray the weeds in your garden and around your flower beds with it instead of Roundup. Wow, what a difference. Wow. And then we love the green because we have 1,000 different uses for our green. We just demonstrated the green with cleaning of the broccoli. So it's free rinsing, non-drying, versatile, highly concentrated, economical, meaning a little bit goes a long ways. And it costs pennies a day to use. We have a document showing 100 different uses of green, and I love this because you can put the LDC, make the kids a bubble bath at night that won't give them infections, won't cause irritation, won't cause skin rashes, won't cause cancer. And just wash the tub real nice, and it rinses clean. pH balance on the skin loves it. So when I wash my dishes, and I used to wash it in Dawn, my skin would get so rough, so patchy. I would have patches of dryness. I would have irritation. I had people that could not wash their dishes without gloves because of the toxins that were in the Dawn or the Joy washing soap. But this, the LDC or the green, it is pH balanced with no chemicals. So it works fantastic. And my skin feels great afterwards. So taking a look at what is in the green, phosphate, paraben free, sulfate free, no synthetic colors. It's chlorophyll that actually has the ingredient in it. It's biodegradable surfactants, EPA safe. It's vegan, contains no animal derived ingredients. It's got its fresh essence of lemon oil for its scent for it. Oh, it's amazing. And then we talk about those penguins. I already shared with you the amazing penguin story. 25,000 penguins were hand washed by our promoters in Africa that came to the rescue and washed them with our LDC, that did not harm or make sick or kill the penguins. We also are accepted or approved or used our Super 10 products, and our LDC in green is used in exclusive terrariums in Europe, where the butterflies are in this terrarium and are very, very delicate, very sensitive to their life cycle, to anything toxic in the environment. And guess what? They love it. Ooh, Super 10.
Get that
Super
fly.
10. I know.
Get him again.
I'm on a mission. Yeah. There was one time that I did this years ago, and to prove it was non-toxic, I turned around, I opened my mouth and did this, and it hit the back of my throat, and it went. It was, do it again. It's really non-toxic, but you don't want it to hit the back of your throat. So protecting our ecosystem. See a dead carcass fly somewhere around in the back of the room. Don't be a liar here, yay. So amazing products, amazing philosophy, amazing. Do you trust your maker? Do you really want to compromise our health so the chemical companies can become wealthy? Don't leave your fate in the hands of a multi-billion-dollar chemical industry who only desire bigger profits. Don't ever give anyone authority over your body or your health. It is your responsibility to be informed. What you don't know can harm you and even kill you. Switch it out before the damage is done and before it's too late. It costs pennies a day to switch out. You'll thank yourself. Your animals will thank you. Your household, your children, your grandchildren, your mate will thank you every single day. Awesome, amazing. So, yes, indeed, it's time to goldenize our homes. And when we goldenize our homes, we can share it with other people and share and show them how to goldenize their homes. Again, we're supporting an American company. We're supporting a privately owned company by a God-fearing man that's been around for 66 years, that has established a heritage and a legacy of integrity for 66 years. Why not support something that is good and teach others to do the same thing? Putting great tools in their hands that gets the job done, and you don't have to compromise dirt, leave some dirt behind for your health. No, you can get all the dirt and not get all of the diseases that come from the toxins. So that includes our amazing home care, switch out, goldenize your home presentation. Get with a person that contacted you and shared this amazing information with you today. And we do have amazing products for nutrition, home care, personal care, and skin care. It is time to have toxic-free cleaning. Thank you so much for your time, and yay! Let's see here. Trying to quit, stop, share. Fine. All right, there. Yay, do we have any questions in the house?